السلام عليكم. لا تنسوا الاعجاب بالفيديو والاشتراك في القناة تشجيعا لنا لنستمر بنشر المزيد إن شاء الله.
Empirical evidence.
There is no empirical evidence.
Okay, so you can have something, at least do you know if it is material or immaterial?
Most probably immaterial, but there is still postulation on it. So most probably immaterial.
Immaterial, yeah. Okay. Do you believe in immaterial things?
Yeah.
You do? Wow. That's the first time I've come across an atheist who actually believes in immaterial things. Actually, no, that's wrong. There are people who call themselves atheists, like Buddhists, who don't believe in God, but they believe in spirituality and so on.
Sure.
So, strike that. Anyway, but you're not that kind of Buddhist, are you? You're not Buddhist.
No.
Okay. So, it's quite fascinating to hear an atheist.
Again, it's the same consistency. You can change my mind on it.
No, I'm asking you because you already believe it 100%. That's what I'm saying. Before,
I didn't say
without evidence, you already believe in. Oh, hold on. So you're saying you're not 100% sure you're conscious?
I'm saying, yes, I am conscious.
Okay.
I believe that I'm
No, but
conscious.
so you believe on faith?
There is enough theories and everything that speaks to me, right?
Actually, there is no empirical evidence for it.
No, there are enough theories out there that speak to me, and I choose to believe it.
Okay, so which theory of
I
consciousness?
choose to believe it. Again, consciousness is something that we don't know much about. Then again, I cannot be certain about things.
Okay, so based on what you just told me,
Yes.
can I say that you actually believe it on faith?
No.
Because you believe it without evidence. So it can only be you believe it by faith.
There are things, there are some evidence out there, I'm sure,
What
but
evidence?
I haven't come.
There's no empirical evidence, that's for sure.
Empirical, no.
So what evidence is there then?
There is no empirical evidence.
So what kind of evidence do you rely on?
It makes sense to me, first of all. I use my argument, right? And there is something that drives us, and I believe that's consciousness.
You know, you're talking like a religious person now. If you heard yourself, Wallah, I'm not kidding. If you heard yourself, go and rewind this.
Against religious people.
No.
I'm not
No, hear me out. You don't sound like an atheist when you said that. That's what I meant. You sounded like a person.
Sounded like atheist.
Sounded like atheist means when you said.
Sounded like, what does it mean?
What that means is that you believe it on faith. That's what I meant. As an atheist, without evidence, you believe in your consciousness 100%. Yes, you said.
When did I say that?
I asked you, do you
I'm saying change my mind. You can
No.
change my mind on it.
I asked you, is there...
I am open to the possibilities of change.
Ali, hold on. I asked you, is there anything you're certain about 100%? And then I asked you, do you believe in your consciousness 100% that you are conscious?
As I know it now.
Yes. So
that
you're
leaves
100% sure, right?
That leaves the room to change in future.
In
if there is evidence.
Okay,
against
so
it,
in
of
future
course.
it's possible that you are not really a conscious being.
No, that doesn't. Maybe the concept we call conscious is something else. Why don't you see that?
Whoa. What do you mean?
So
what do you understand by conscious? Let's see that.
Again,
Why are you feeling so frustrated? It's a simple, logical
you're
question.
asking me to be certain about things.
Yes.
And I've told you, you're certain, good for you. I'm not a certain person. That's me. Can we move forward from there?
So, if you're not certain about your consciousness, it is possible.
My conscious, again.
Ali, you cut me off again.
No, because you're making a wrong point again.
Which point? Let me make the point at least. Let me finish the point.
Concept of conscious.
Okay. I did not finish the point. You cut me off.
Okay.
The point I was making is this, that it is possible in your understanding that you don't even exist. Is that true?
Sure.
So I could just be talking to a hologram.
I'm saying I exist right
100% sure?
Right now, I exist.
Are you 100% sure?
Yes.
Good. 100% sure, yeah?
I am.
I'm asking again because
I'm
in the next
existing
sentence
right
you'll tell
now.
me there is possibility that I don't exist.
I am existing right now as I think it. Yes, I do exist.
And that's the reason I ask you, is there anything that you are 100% sure? That means, for example, if I told you certain...
Where did we started this conversation? I think it would have been really, really effective if we formalized an objective for this conversation, because this has been really frustrating.
Okay, the objective...
The whole thing has become, you're a certain person, I'm not a certain person, but you want me to be a certain person.
No, the whole thing, the conversation started with the origin of the universe.
Yeah, but why is your argument dependent?
You asked me a
on
question,
being a
allow me to
certain
answer, please.
Yeah, But
You asked me a question, allow me to answer.
Why is your argument?
If you keep cutting me off, then this is not a dialogue.
All right.
Okay? All I'm saying is that in order for you to have a conversation, yes, if every time you use I don't know as a punctuation, yes, if every time you say that I'm not certain about things, yes, that means in life, for example, even if I told you, is this three-sided object a triangle, you will say I'm not certain. So you need to understand about objective truth and subjective truth. To me, based on this conversation, it seems like for you everything is subjective. There can never be an objective thing out there. Have I analyzed it correctly?
Interesting. Okay. Again, what's the point of this discussion?
The point of this is
Why
that
is your argument dependent on me being the person you want me to be?
no,
Your
no.
argument,
I don't want to change you.
No, because your argument doesn't seem to be objective.
Actually-
it's dependent on me being a certain person. Why?
No. Do you believe there is objective truth and subjective truth?
Again, you're changing topics.
I'm not
left, right,
changing
and center
topics.
now. Again, you trying to
It's
make
called a
an
logical,
you're trying
deductive
to make-
analysis,
You're
that's
trying
all.
to make an objective argument, but that's dependent on me being the person you want me to be. What kind of objectivity
Because
is
the
that?
argument,
No, you want me to be a certain
Ali,
person.
hold on. Do you believe there is anything that is objective truth?
Again, where did we started this conversation? If I give you another question, it's gonna keep on going.
No, it's
What's the point of
The
this
point of this is, if you are going to be a person who believes that everything is subjective, then that is a flawed understanding of reality.
Okay.
Okay? Do you know why?
Okay.
Do you know why?
Make your point on
But
that.
do you know why? The reason for that is because you will never believe anything in life. Shall I tell you why? Okay, imagine this. I'll give you a very simple analogy, which anyone and everyone should be able to understand. Imagine you are in a room, yes, and I ask you, how is the temperature in the room? And there is your friend, I don't know his name. What was his name? The guy with the red jacket?
Jimmy.
Jimmy? Okay, let's say Ali and Jimmy are in a room. And I ask them, what is the temperature in the room? Jimmy says, it's a bit chilly. You say, it's normal room temperature. Yes? Now, this is a subjective opinion from both of you.
Yes.
If I wanted to know the objective truth, is there a way?
Yeah, you can measure the temperature.
Fantastic.
There's evidence.
Absolutely.
But we were talking
Brilliant.
about the unknown thing.
Wait.
No. Okay.
Hold on, let me finish the
This is
analogy.
what
My
frustrated-
friend.
That's what
My
is
friend, just hold on, let me finish. Remember I asked you about, is there anything objective out there? And you were not sure?
Again.
You answered the question yourself, that I can or you can bring a thermometer and you can check the exact temperature of that room. So your subjective opinion and Jimmy's subjective opinion doesn't matter when you have the objective truth.
Yes.
So once again, do you believe in objective truth?
Again, that's a broad argument, man.
He just answered it yourself. Okay, anyway, you know, I think you really need to study a bit of philosophy, a bit of logic, and I'm not trying to put it down. In order to have these conversations,
But why is your argument dependent on what I think?
because the scientists agree with this objective truth.
Then make your argument.
I made, in
why is
order
it
for,
dependent on
my
what
friend,
I think
my
is-
argument is very simple. The universe began to exist.
Okay.
In order for it to exist, it needs a cause. In order for this cause to be there, that cause must be uncaused. Yes? And it must be intelligent. It must
now,
be
now things
You
can
are-
be uncaused.
What's that?
Now things can be uncaused.
What do you mean?
You just argue for every effect there's a cause, right?
No, I'm saying, I was explaining, but you cut me off again. I was going to tell you why that
Because you just
I was going to tell you why that first cause has to be uncaused. Because if you don't, then you will have an infinite regrets, and that will not. You will never exist. I will never exist. The universe will never exist.
so there can be
because of
uncaused things or entities, right?
there has to be a first cause in order.
No. Can there be? Now I'm speaking your language.
Go on.
I want you to be certain.
Yeah,
now.
go on.
Can there be uncaused entities or forces or anything uncaused?
There can. There,
No.
I'm
Yes
answering.
or no?
Hey,
That's your
wait, I
language.
never.
Certain. Yes.
Wait,
or no?
wait a minute.
That's how you.
I will answer the
That's
way
how
I
you
want.
speak.
You're getting now agitated, I think.
Because I am.
Why?
I really am.
Why?
Because you made all of your argument based on.
When did I
am.
ever say during the conversation you have to answer yes and no? When did I ever say
Because everything you made. Why am
that?
I certain?
I
about
asked you, is that objective truth? is there subjective truth.
So why cannot you? Are you really?
But if you're unsure about everything, then everything is subjective. Nothing is ever objective with you. And Mr. Jimmy there.
We were talking about specifics. You jump through generalities and specifics like they.
What generalities and specifics?
Like we're talking about the concept of conscious, and then you apply the same concept on every single thing on the universe. How can you do that?
No, because we know what consciousness is. Do you know what is consciousness?
Again, you cannot apply the same argument on every.
Actually, you
single
can.
thing.
That's what science do. In order for you to understand something which is objective and subjective, in order for you to know at least you're conscious or not conscious, in order for something you to know there's a causality and an effect, you need to know the meaning of these terms, otherwise you can't have a conversation.
Can I summarize?
Go on, please.
Right? All of your so-called objective argument was based around what you think of me or what I should be. Why? Why do you want me to be a certain person for your argument to work?
No.
Your argument was supposed to be objective.
You know something, Ali? My argument, the same terminologies if I use with different people.
Why did it become about me then?
Well, you're taking it personally now.
Because you asked me all these personal questions.
Which personal question I asked you? Did I ask you about your marriage, about your wife, about your PIN code, about your account number? Which personal question did I ask you?
Instead of making your own argument
You know,
independent of me,
there seems to be a misunderstanding here. The reason I'm asking you is because I'm having the conversation with you.
Yeah, but you're not making.
So I'm not going to go and ask Jimmy because he's talking to somebody else there.
The whole point of having a conversation that you can learn from is you present your point of view independent of me.
No, I have to talk to you.
No, that's argument. I'm not interested in argument.
No, it's a conversation in which... Okay,
That's very...
Ali, can I ask you something? In order for us to understand each other, do we need to know the meaning of the words that we're using?
You give me your words and then I'll make what I make of them and then I'll give you my rebuttal on them.
Yeah, but
how is that not simple enough for you to understand?
I'll tell you why. Because if you're going to think everything is subjective, and you have done this throughout the conversation, you said even the term nothing is possible for it to exist. If nothing exists, then it's a something. It's not a nothing anymore. It is something. You need to understand.
Certain person.
Exactly.
Why can't you move forward there?
Okay, if you're going to,
how hard is it?
No, it's very hard when you actually keep changing the meaning.
And then you say your argument's not dependent.
If you're not going to let me finish, and you're going to keep cutting me off every time.
No.
There's something always exists or not?
No, he's saying there's a possibility in future that we can find nothing.
There might be.
Then that will be something.
Again, you're doing it right now.
What?
That's not what I said.
Do you believe in resurrection? Do you believe in resurrection?
No, he's not a Christian. He's not a Christian. Don't worry.
No. I'm saying.
Resurrection.
When you die, you come to life. You become
No, he doesn't believe in God. He's an atheist.
You were nothing. You could be eaten from a drink of water. You were nothing in the first place. You were eaten from nothing. You became a human. Why do you believe when you die, you become another human being?
So we have now
in your grave.
ex-Muslims believing that it's possible that nothing, non-existence can make something.
No, they actually don't understand the meaning of nothing. Because he's saying it's possible in future. Right now we don't know, but in future it's possible that we might know nothing.
I saw you 2 weeks ago, didn't I?
Okay. So what I'm saying is that, look, we as Muslims, and were you a Muslim once? Yes? Okay. Alhamdulillah. At least, you had the opportunity to understand Islam.
And
yes?
look for my own way.
Let me ask you this. As Muslims, we believe in life after death. Yes? And we believe in Allah and we believe in the angels. So we believe in a lot of things which are immaterial. Yes? Just like you believe in your consciousness, which is immaterial, and you believe in it, 100% certainty. That's debatable, I know, with you, because being subjective in everything, that's different. So what I'm saying is that, what if it's possible that when you die, yes, there really is Allah, and the consequences of your actions are real. It's going to be real. It's going to be manifesting in self-reality, and there really is a life after death. Yes.
Okay.
Who's taking the bigger risk? The person like yourself, yes, or a person like me? Imagine if the reality which you believe in. Sorry, if the
Pascal's wages.
yeah. So if you believe in that after you die you become dust and that's it. Yes. Who's taking the bigger risk? Someone who believes
I am.
in religion? Yes.
I am.
So what would happen if you take such a big risk, and then this eternal life is going to be the reality for you.
That's a question I can answer from my point of view, right?
Yeah, please do. I was hoping you will answer from your point of view. No, nobody else's.
Right. I have actually thought about Pascal's wager, and I think Allah as a God is not worthy of worshipping. My worshipping. Good for you? Happy you keeping it?
I would like to know why, but carry on. Carry on.
For my worshipping, it's not worth it. Because there are standards that I
إن أعجبك الفيديو لا تنسى الإعجاب والاشتراك في القناة.